The key is to stay calm and follow the data.
I see, so it's about strategy, not emotion.
Welcome to Gold One, where understanding markets creates real opportunity. Most people believe they lose money in crypto when the market crashes. They imagine panic, red charts, fear everywhere. But that's not where most damage actually happens. Most people lose money in crypto at the best moment, when prices are going up, when confidence feels justified, when optimism turns into certainty. That's the moment nobody prepares for, because nothing feels wrong. And if you don't understand why markets become most dangerous exactly when they feel safest, this cycle will eventually take back everything it gives you. The real problem isn't greed. Greed is obvious. The real problem is comfort. Comfort convinces people that risk is gone, that volatility has disappeared, that the market has finally grown up. When people feel comfortable, they stop managing downside. They stop thinking in probabilities. They stop planning exits. Not because they're reckless, but because everything finally feels logical. That's how rational investors slowly transform into emotional holders without realizing it. Human brains evolved for survival, not markets. In real life, following the crowd usually keeps you safe. In markets, it does the opposite. When prices rise, social proof explodes. Friends talk about gains. Media narratives turn positive. Skepticism sounds stupid. The brain interprets consensus as safety. But in markets, consensus usually means risk is peaking. That mismatch between instinct and reality is why tops are so destructive. Every crypto cycle has a moment when the rules quietly shift. There is no crash, no warning, no dramatic headline. The shift happens psychologically. Pullbacks stop feeling scary. Bad news stops mattering. Every dip becomes an opportunity. People stop asking what could go wrong. They start asking how high it can go. That's the transition from optimism to euphoria, and almost nobody notices when it happens. Euphoria doesn't arrive screaming. It arrives whispering reassurance. Prices recover faster after dips. Volatility feels manageable. Confidence grows quietly. People begin anchoring to higher prices. What once felt expensive now feels cheap. That's how expectations reset upward. And once expectations reset, risk explodes invisibly. One of the cruelest truths in crypto is that intelligence doesn't provide immunity. In fact, smart people are often more vulnerable at market tops. They don't panic, they rationalize. They build elegant explanations for why holding makes sense. They find data that confirms continuation. They dismiss warnings as outdated thinking. Markets don't care how good your argument sounds. They only care about positioning and timing. The most dangerous transition in crypto isn't emotional panic. It's emotional confidence. At first, people manage risk. They size positions carefully. They think in scenarios. Then wins accumulate. Losses feel temporary. Confidence builds. People increase exposure instead of reducing it. They stop locking in gains. They assume they'll know when to sell. That's the exact moment investing turns into gambling, without the investor realizing it. Bottoms feel violent. Tops feel peaceful. That's why bottoms are terrifying but short-lived, and tops are comfortable but destructive. At market tops, nothing feels urgent. There's always more time. Selling feels premature. The market doesn't punish you immediately. It slowly removes your margin of safety. Near the top, people believe they're in control. They think they'll react quickly. They think they'll exit on the first sign of trouble. But markets move faster than emotions. By the time danger feels real, exits are crowded. Liquidity disappears, and panic replaces confidence instantly. Those who survive don't react faster. They reduced exposure earlier. People don't hold because they're greedy. They hold because selling feels like betrayal. Betrayal of the narrative, betrayal of their research, betrayal of future upside. Selling feels like admitting you were wrong. Holding feels like staying loyal. Markets punish loyalty. They reward discipline. Crowds enter slowly. They exit violently. At the top, everyone believes they're independent thinkers. At the bottom, everyone realizes they weren't. The market doesn't collapse because people panic. They panic because the structure collapses. By the time fear arrives, the opportunity to exit calmly is already gone. People who survive multiple cycles don't try to time the top. They don't need to. They respect uncertainty. They accept imperfection. They reduce exposure as upside becomes crowded. They understand that missing some gains is the cost of survival, and survival is the real edge. In crypto, massive gains attract attention, but longevity builds wealth. Avoiding catastrophic drawdowns matters more than hitting perfect peaks. People who don't lose everything don't need miracles. They simply stay in the game. Different narratives, different technologies, same psychology. Confidence replaces caution. Comfort replaces discipline. Euphoria replaces logic. Every cycle ends the same way emotionally, even if it looks different on the surface. You can't eliminate emotion. You can only design systems that protect you from it. Rules beat willpower. Planning beats reaction. Those who rely on feelings lose. Those who rely on structure survive. If you understand how sentiment flips, you stop being surprised. You stop being emotionally attached. You stop feeling invincible during good times. You start thinking defensively before danger feels real. That's the difference between giving gains back and keeping them. If you've ever held too long, you're not stupid. You're human. Markets exploit human wiring. Once you accept that, you stop blaming yourself and start designing better behavior. Instead of asking, how much higher can this go? Ask, what happens if expectations are already too high? That single question saves portfolios. Crypto will always create moments of extreme optimism. That won't change. What changes is who survives them. Those who respect cycles reduce exposure before selling feels necessary. Those who don't learn the same lesson repeatedly. Crypto doesn't reward bravery at the top. It rewards discipline before it. In the next video, I'll break down how governments, regulation, and institutional policy quietly reshape crypto cycles, and why ignoring policy is one of the most expensive mistakes investors make. This is Gold 1. Understanding comes first. The rest follows.